Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we just inherited somewhat recently with this guy, and we definitely have a subjugation and a kingdom level holy war to go for. What about Bjarmaland? What would that look like? I mean, that's a pretty good holy war for kingdom, actually, I think. Well, these are big counties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 counties. Okay. There's probably a better one somewhere. I mean, Estonia would be a pretty good one, but that's probably not what we're going to end up going for. Now, we do still need to clear up some territory up here. I don't think this would be a good usage of a subjugation or a kingdom war. Like, we're truced here. We're truced here. We're truced here. And we're truced here. So there's nothing we can do up here for now. We're going to have to come back to that later, no matter what. So looking down over this way, this would be an interesting one, although this is almost entirely wasteland. If you look at this, you can see wasteland, wasteland, wasteland. There's a lot of wasteland over here. We could go for something over this way. There is some territory over here that we could clean up. This is actually pretty solid. But I highly doubt that we have anything here. Yeah, we're too far away to deal with that. So that's not a thing for now. Although that would definitely be something that we'd be interested in going after. We could go after Roman Greece. Now, we can't subjugate him. We could do a holy war for kingdom. I think most of these kingdoms are pretty mediocre. Illyria would not be awful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So, I mean, that's certainly better than Bjarmaland. That may end up being our best bet. I think that Magna Graecia would be a better one, but we don't have borders with them, and so they're not eligible. As far as the subjugation war goes, what options do we really have? We can't subjugate Bjarmaland. Like, can we subjugate anyone up this direction? We have no CB here, of course. No subjugation available here. Hostile and evil. So, for that to work, for a subjugation to happen, I believe we have to have the religions that consider each other at least astray. So we're probably going to run out of subjugations here pretty soon. With that in mind, we could go for potentially... No, not even up this way. Tengri is considered hostile and evil. Tengri. Yeah, that's not going to be an option up that way. I think we might be done with subjugations. Hostile and evil. Let's take a look at the religious map mode here. Let's see. Coptic is hostile and evil. Kushite is hostile and evil. Hostile and evil. I expect that to be the case basically everywhere out over this direction. Right? Yeah. That's all Hellenic up there. Gaelic. Yep. So we definitely expect that to be the case. So, with that in mind, subjugation wars are no longer a thing. We should assume that just straight out. So, what do we have to work with from there? Well, we've got our Kingdom Holy War, once per life. That's not a lot. And then we've got duchies. That's not a lot either. I think we'll finish up this stewardship experiment, or rather, the stewardship experience here. Words very difficult all of a sudden. And then we're going to go down into ducal conquest, into forced vassalage again. I feel like that really needs to be a focus for right now. Let's just finish this up. And for the time being, I think we are going to go after Roman Greece here. Specifically, I do think Illyria is our best option here. Given that our options are fairly limited, well, maybe this would be better. No. No, this is not better. Definitely not. No, this is not going to be better either. Illyria is almost certainly our best option. Let's do it. Let's go for Illyria here. That will, of course, cost us a little bit of faith, but that's fine. And let the war be declared. So So we're going to raise up our troops somewhere around here. We'll raise up men-at-arms, and we'll also raise up some levy troops. How many are we going to need? This guy has like 12,000. Oh, and we've got a dangerous faction just instantly. This is a Liberty faction. Okay. We could acquiesce to them, but I suspect that we're not going to need to. Let's go through these and make sure that we can't negotiate with any of them. I was hoping with the 4 more that we'd be able to there. No such luck. Let's see. It's looking grim, so we may have to resort to marriages. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, nothing here. Nothing at all. Okay, so we're going to look at this guy here. He has got nothing for us to work with. What about this guy? Ah, now this is something we could potentially work with. He's got a couple of sons. He's got a daughter here. We have grandsons. Okay, well, we could certainly use another concubine. That will not really help things in the immediate time frame. We could potentially... This is awkward. Very awkward indeed. I would like to get this guy dealt with. So we could go for the good old-fashioned extremely ethical murder. That is an option. I'm not sure it's a good one. We do have an imprisonment reason on him. There's no way it's going to happen. Okay. For the time being... I mean, it's just a lot of people, right? We could always acquiesce. That is an option. It's not the best option, but let's see what things end up looking like as we get a little closer to the end of this war, I think. So we will group these guys on together, and we're going to head on in here. We're just going to grab as much territory as we can here. We will, of course, leave behind our standard siege force. There we go. And we will put in this, and we'll come on over this direction. 177 casualties isn't bad, but I'm not sure where their army is, and that's the major concern right now. So that gives us Administrator, and we're going to immediately switch over into Diplomacy. And we are going to go for... It doesn't really matter which one here. I think we're going to go for Foreign Affairs Focus, but it would be fine either way. The Fine Crown has become an Imperial Crown. That's interesting. Well, we can repair this crown, and we'll put on this crown. Excellent. We need a trinket as well. We can repair this romance, and the old ledger needs to be repaired as well. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I think, what are we going to equip for this particular trinket slot? Prestige and Controlled Territory Defender Advantage. Sure. I guess we have the old ledger equipped as well, which we should replace. So we're going to put on the romance here, and then we're also in this slot. I guess we could go for charting the human body. It's not great in this situation. And then the small religious carving. I guess that'll be okay. I'm not super happy with it, but it's fine. We'll just chill out here until we see their army. I'm not entirely sure where they're at. So we are going to head down over this direction. That is fine. Betrothed can marry. That's okay. Hello. That looks like that's at least part of their army. Like a third of their army. Okay, well, we will continue to move here. Yeah, I'm not surprised that the rest of the army was behind them. They have a slight numerical advantage on us. That's okay. Because we have an extreme quality advantage on them. However... Oh, really? We're locked in already. Okay. I guess we'll walk over this way. We are taking some attrition, but it's actually not that much. This just popped back up. The Liberty faction actually had left for a moment there. Well, we'll keep an eye on this. Are you led by ruler? We need to check. Commanded by ruler. Yeah, okay. So we're going to fight them here. Perfect. They're going to fight in the mountains, but we actually swapped positions with a third of their army here. So these guys are going to be late. That was unexpected, but sure, we'll take it. If they were smart, they wouldn't have turned around here, and they would have instead attacked this force. But they're not smart, so that's fine. And we don't really get too much out of that. We don't really expect to, though. So we're going to head down over this way and continue to siege. We're at 46% war score here. And how's that Liberty faction doing? 7 months away. Okay. We may have time to do this. Let's see. This siege is going to take a little bit. This path is a little bit treacherous, but it should be fine. I think they might be heading back towards their capital. We'll see where they actually go. They headed out over here. Interesting. We'll head down this direction. I'm not sure which way. Yeah, I had a suspicion they would take this straight. Okay, we're going to head over here. And, oh, we got attacked by a hostile force. That's rude. Very rude indeed. Unpressed claim. I don't care about that claim. And we don't catch them here. We're going to need to head off over this way. Okay. We're going to continue to chase them for the moment. And we're retreating up over here. 2 months. Okay. %56 chance. They'd gain 25 discontent, which would put them up over the threshold. We'll just chill for the moment. This is fine. I think we're completely okay here. So we're going to continue to chase this force. These guys are going to have to turn around and head up over this way. And the reason I say that I think we're fine here is because a war against tyranny just means we need to defend our capital. Man, so much attrition walking through here. They are outrunning us a little bit. There's no doubt about that. Do we have an army organizer? That would be nice if we did, but we haven't had one of those for a while. I'm pretty sure the answer to that is no, but let's check. The answer to that is no. Okay. So we're going to see if they allow us to catch them. We're just going to chill up over here for now. Are they going to siege this? Oh, they were going to. Now they're split up a little bit. Okay, we're going to walk over this way. Okay. We're in a much better position now. And they don't like it. They're starting to siege here. That's foolish. I'm a little surprised these guys haven't fired yet. I did expect them to. But okay. They will anytime now. So we will fight this force, and these guys can head down over this way for the time being. Hopefully we capture their leader, but no such luck. We did stack wipe. But we'll head over this direction. Cool. Yeah, I had hoped we'd capture their leader. Oh, they raised up a hostile force over here again. We need to head down this way and try to defend our siege force again. Do we still have our siege leader here? Yes, we do. Actually, 25.8 progress for 322 casualties. That'd be 38 days. I think we'll hold off on that for the moment. We now have a large breach. So this is actually much more efficient now. Zakara came of age. That's fine. Hybridization is occurring, to be expected. Okay. So we're going to head up over this way and continue to siege. We're at 67%. I'm quite surprised that they have not fired yet. They can send their ultimatum at any time. They have not yet. I'm comfortable with letting this siege progress as it is. Okay, Myrmidons were called in here. How many actual Holy Order troops is that? 7242. Okay. We can always raise more troops if we feel we have to, but for now, I feel like this is okay. We're at 71% war score, and we will continue to siege just as quick as we can up this way. So here we can see the Myrmidons. They're very weak. So we're going to split off our trebuchets as well as a siege force again. These guys are going to head down over here while these continue their sieging. So we're going to fight the Myrmidons, and we'll come up over here. Yeah, there's no problem. Excellent. And we'll take out the Myrmidons as well. We're at 84%. I was hoping that he would be leading his troops personally. Ah. Is that his main force, or did he hire mercs? He has a few mercs. Okay. Looks good. So this is probably what he'd be leading personally. He was just split up for some reason there. Yes, he is indeed leading this personally. So we're going to head over here. These guys are going to be rude, aren't they? Nope, they're actually not. Fascinating. So we'll eliminate this force. No problem there. And we'll finish up this siege. We're at 93%, and we're continuing to grab additional sieges here. Diplomacy lifestyle experience would be very good. So we'll happily take that. I think we'll slow siege over here for the moment. No real problem there. I'm shocked that these guys haven't sent their ultimatum yet. I'm completely floored by that. Like, they should have. They absolutely should have. Our best troops are occupied. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, we're at 97%. This siege will finish the war. Beautiful. Just 40 days. And at this point, no real problem. 20 days. 10 days. And done. Perfect. So we will enforce our demands here and disband our troops. We have a few titles to hand out. That's a thing that happened. So we're going to work on that. We're going to need to grant these all out to nobles. And of course, that's going to hurt our vassal limit pretty dramatically. We're going to need to create quite a number of titles here. This is all expected. Actually, we don't need to create the duchy level titles. All we need to do is create the kingdom level title and then grant out the kingdom. That would be fine. So we're going to go ahead and do that, but we need to hand out all of these first. Otherwise, the king will get to hand out the titles as he pleases, which I would prefer that he didn't. Because if all of these are different, then he will be a less powerful king, which as of right now is actually pretty beneficial for us because we are the ones pushing our borders and not our vassals. And we would prefer not to have internal conflicts while we are pushing our borders. So that is going to be the plan here. There's all of those titles handed out. Yeah, this is going to be a lot. There we go. Perfect. 25 vassals above our limit. That's to be expected. We're going to go ahead and create the... Oh, we can't usurp this because he still controls de jure lands? What? In Illyria? We just holy ward for it. Oh, it's his primary title. What a jerk. Wait, this is a different guy. We only have the one de jure duchy here, but I think that's because we don't have the kingdom title. Yes, this is held by Roman Magna Graecia. Okay. So if we look at the actual kingdom title here, Illyria, it includes this and this, which is what we need. And all of this up here. That's really awkward. Okay, so Roman Greece never actually had Illyria. Got it. This guy has the Illyria title. Roman Greece just had almost all of the land. That's really weird. Was he just... Let's look at the title history here. He inherited this. Okay. So, no. Fascinating. It was always this way. Okay, sure. So, in that case, we're going to need to just give these to, like, Thrace. I mean, this is going to make Thrace a little more powerful, but honestly, that's maybe okay. So, we just grant a bunch of vassals over here. That's the backup plan. I'm not going to call it a great backup plan, but it'll do. And then he'll be able to go after Illyria. I wish that we could, like... I wish we could select multiple titles here. Or actually, vassals. I wish that we could select multiple vassals with, like, shift click. That'd be awfully nice. Unfortunately, we cannot. So we will have to continue to grant these out one at a time. This was not the original plan. That's for sure. But I guess Thrace will have to do. And he will be a very happy king of Thrace. I mean, we're capped on granting vassal opinion. So we're not actually getting that much opinion here. But I guess we'll hand all this out, and then we can deal with that Liberty faction. We'll see if they get around to firing. So, how many do we need? 8 more? Sure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we're still 2 above. Okay. What else can we do? Well, we can go into our vassal list here, and we can look for dukes, and we can look for... We don't care about... Actually, we want... It doesn't matter here. How are these sorted? By power level? By contribution? Something along those lines. Okay, you can get out of here. Okay, we're looking for dukes. We're looking for counts. Either of those would be nice to come across. These are pretty much all kings and queens, which is expected at this point. Let's see here. That's a baron. We don't necessarily care about a baron. Mayors, we don't really care about either. These are kings that are less powerful than a baron. That's a little bit awkward. Mayors, mayors, mayors. A queen with absolutely nothing. Okay. Okay, sounds good. So there's absolutely nothing else to hand out. At this point, we need to be combining kingdoms together. So, no more kingdoms can be made and handed out to a new person. That is the new rule. And we're still above our vassal limit. We're going to allow this faction to fire. This is the Liberty faction. The Independence faction is not strong enough. The Liberty faction will fire any time now, in theory. In theory. And once they do, we'll start stripping titles from imprisoned kings. And in fact, we may already have some, like this guy. Thanks for letting me know, buddy. We're going to revoke his title. This is the Kingdom of Com, which is off over here. Okay. So we'll revoke that title. And then we're going to grant that over to this guy. So we will grant the Kingdom of Com and everything underneath it. Perfect. So that combines that kingdom together. There's a county and a duchy over here too. So those didn't quite all get moved over. We will move in the county and we will move in the duchy. There we go. And that's a duchy as well. So that goes as well. It's just apparently not fully de jure. Or it just didn't go for whatever reason. So we need one more. And let's go into our vassals. Or actually, let's go into our prisoners here. And we want to sort by rank. This is a high chiefess. She is not our vassal. So it looks like we don't currently have any kings imprisoned. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Well, we are only 1 above our limit. That's not a huge deal. Sounds good. This ransom is fine. Yep. This ransom is also fine. This ransom is also fine. We can grab Thoughtful, and we'll go ahead and do so. Demand artifact? No. Get out of here. Okay. So are these guys ever going to actually send their demand? I guess we'll find out. I feel like they should. But they don't seem very willing. Sure, show him in. We'll take his 95 gold. This ransom is fine. I mean, we're kind of paralyzed until this Liberty faction fires or goes away. One or the other. They're now too weak to send an ultimatum. Okay, they're back up to 72%. The discontent reset, though. That's kind of weird. Okay, sure. I mean, I don't believe we've had any additional children. No, we haven't. Yeah, we should definitely not declare additional wars for a little bit here. We're going to have some factionalism brewing, so that is definitely a thing. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are definitely going to be dealing with some factionalism. There's no doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I do want to say that I just put up channel memberships today, actually. Well, as of the time this video comes out, it will be yesterday. As of the time I'm recording, it's today, and there's currently no channel members. However, I did make this fancy little thing. Thanks to all the channel members, there are no channel members, for supporting this video. And then it lists all of the channel members of the various types, and the council members and the peers of the realm will be getting shoutouts in future videos, but that's not going to happen here because there are none of them. There are no knights, and there are also no courtiers. Those are the 4 categories. You can click the join button if you want to see what those actually end up doing for you. And of course, thank you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button below the video. And with that, I will see you all next time.